Hey everyone, in this video I want to show you how to create a very popular design style. It's this one right here. It's number 5 right now, but it's been very popular these last few weeks leading up into Easter, and I want to show you how to do it in Affinity by Canva for free. But before we get into designing, I want to break this all down. I've done a little bit of this in my former video, but I'm going to go over it again. Here is what we're looking at. So first, there's usually 4 panels. In this one there is. It looks like brush strokes, so we're going to have to do that. And then there's a scene across all 4 panels in this one. So what we're going to need to do after we create the brush strokes in Affinity by Canva, we're going to have to create something like this or find a design like this. It's usually a watercolor landscape artwork, and we're going to mask it inside these 4 panels. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And in this one, there's text below. I don't have the same fonts, and you don't have to have the same fonts. What it is just a serif font here and a script font here. So I'm going to be using Palatino. You can see it's similar to that, but not exact. And I'm going to use Fair Prosper. I believe you can get that for free. And it's also not exactly the same, but it's a script font. And I'm probably going to make this a thicker one. I can go in there and make it bold. Right now this is the regular, but Palatino bold might be better because this script font is a little more bold. So that's what we're going to do in this video. Create the 4 panels with the brush strokes. I'm going to use ChatGPT, but you can use any AI to create the landscape artwork. And then once we mask it in there, the last step will be to put in the text. I'm going to try and do a summer design since Easter is coming to an end here, or coming close to it. Nobody's going to buy Easter shirts after Easter. We're going to buy summer shirts, or people are going to buy summer shirts. So I'm going to try and use this style for summer. Alright, so first things first, here I am in Affinity by Canva. You can see I'm in the pixel one. You can also do vector and layout and so on. I think we're going to try and use pixel just for the brush strokes. I think it might be a little easier. So I'm going to go into File, New, Amazon Merch on Demand preset, which I have. If you don't have that, just make sure that it's 4500 by 5400. You can create a new one, create the document. I believe it's right here, 4500 by 5400. If yours doesn't say that, you can change that and hit create document, and boom, there is the artboard. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in pixel. I'm going to draw some rectangles first. Let's do that. It's about this size, right? And let's make it black just so we can see it. I'm going to switch this. We don't need an outline, so we should have a black fill, and it doesn't have to be pure black, but I'm going to do it anyway. Since it's just going to be a mask, it's not going to matter. Okay, so we got this one right here. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger, something like that. All right, I'm eyeballing it. We'll fix it later. We have one. I'm going to hold down Option, click on this, and hold down Shift and drag so that we have another one right there. I'm going to do that again, right there, and again. Now this is where we're eyeballing it. I'm going to select all of them and kind of just stretch it out, maybe like that. Cool. And you can space them out, but I don't think it's going to matter too much, because what we're going to do next is we're going to use the brushes to kind of mask all these together and give it that brush stroke. Right now it just has that clean stroke, and that's not what we want. We kind of want brush strokes on here. So I'm going to merge these together, all 4 of these. I'm going to do right click and a merge selected. Boom, they're all in one. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some masking. I should move myself over here. There we go. And we're going to do this mask right there, mask layer. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some brushes. So I'm going to the brush here, this brush, paintbrush tool, that one. And I'll go to the brushes here and make sure that I'm on black stroke. And you can see it does that. And then I'm going to pick a brush. Now I'm going to go to acrylics here, and I'm just going to pick this matte acrylic 2. You can try it out with any one of these. I'm going to make sure that this right here is the flow I think that's fine at 40. We got this at 100 and 100. And my brush is 64. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in so you can see what's happening. I'm making kind of these brush strokes just with my brush. Now I know this is a kind of a long way to do it, and we could do you know, a bigger brush too, just to have some fun here, like that. See that? Kind of a fun brush stroke. Now we're gonna do the same on the bottom here. Just kind of, I'm going up and down, kind of like this, just to give the illusion of like it's a brush stroke. So it's not straight. I'm kind of brushing it like that, right? We kind of want it straight, like we don't want it all the way like that. So I can do undo Z, or Command Z for undo. I call it undo Z, but it's Command Z. And so if you don't like anything, now this is just a mask. If we go here, you can see there's the mask right here. So if you don't like it, you can either paint it white. Like if you did white, it'll bring it back. See that? So no harm, no foul. You can come back when you paint it black, then it erases it and masks it out. So have fun with this. I'm gonna keep doing this now for the sides. I can just come down here and kind of just brush the sides like this, just so that it's uneven. We got that uneven flow like that. Now this is one way you can do it. This is not the only way to do it, but I think this is a fun way to do it, is to kind of brush it in like this. So I'm not going to show you the whole thing. And of course, to go in between, we could make the brush smaller. You can see like that, and I can just kind of brush it down like this, just so it's not the straight edge. And remember, it's kind of hard to draw with your mouse, but I think it can be fun. You can also hold down Shift. So if you click here and hold down Shift here, it kind of just draws it for you. So click here, hold down Shift here, boom. Look at that, pretty straight, right? So I'm going to do it again so you can see what I did. So I'll click here. Wait, let me move. I'll move this up here and zoom in as much as I can. So if I start here, and that's where I want, and then hold down Shift while clicking here, you can see it kind of draws kind of a straightish line. So if that doesn't work, do Command Z and try it again. Click here and then down here, boom. You know, click here and down here, boom. Or you can just try and draw straight. Sometimes it's not straight, but go ahead and play around with this. I'm gonna finish this off myself, and of course this takes a little longer, but once you have this, you can save this mask for other things. This will just be the same four that you have, so kind of make it the way you want. We're not going to put in the picture yet, so this can work with any picture that you're going to find. So I'm going to stop here, but I'll come back when it's done. You'll see the final project, or final part, when I have all of these looking kind of like this box. All right, so I'm back. I finished all of them. Hopefully you had fun doing this as well. You'll notice that some of these lines in between are not as thick, so this one looks like it could be thicker. I'm going to show you another trick that I forgot to tell you. Is I'm going to do the mask here, and let's do this a little lighter, smaller brush, maybe 40 in this one. Now I said hold down Shift and then click and click, but you can also hold down Shift and drag. So I'm going to hold down Shift, I'm going to click here and then drag it, and you can see it makes a pretty straight line, and it's about the same size now in here, and you can see it's kind of has the rough edge. I think that still can work. So this is going to be our mask. Yours is going to look slightly different, whatever brush you used and whatever thing you did here. You can just see I just want some rough edges. That's pretty much what I want here. You probably could have used some bigger brushes. If you use bigger brushes, like, it will look a little different, right? So the bigger brush will look like that. I have bigger brush strokes and so on. All right, so this will be our mask that we did, and we're gonna drag a watercolor design into it. Now we're gonna have one of those watercolor designs. So I'm gonna try and make one in ChatGPT, and I'll show you what happens. Alright, so here I am on ChatGPT. You can literally use any AI. You could also go and find some watercolor designs out there. I'm sure there's some stock ones out there. Maybe Canva has some, maybe Creative Fabrica has one. I'm just going to use this and I'm just going to ask it to create this. Create a watercolor graphic of a beach with waves and a sunset. That easy. I don't need anything else. Hopefully, maybe palm trees. Maybe palm trees. So with palm trees, waves, and a sunset. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. I probably should put in the aspect ratio because if it does it tall, I actually want it wide. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna do it tall because it knows I'm trying to do a t-shirt, so it might do a 3x4. That is beautiful, but I want it wide. Very, very nice, but I want it wide. There we go. Yeah, I should say you probably want 4x3. You want it wider than taller. And I could have put the aspect ratio in there. You probably should. Let's see how wide. Maybe it does it too wide and not tall enough. But I think for our example, this will still work. So whatever it does, perfect. Okay, great. Now I'm going to just click on this. You can see it's cool watercolor. I'm going to save it down. You can play with whatever AI you want. I think this works. It does look like a summer thing right here, and really I'm just trying to show you how it works. So I'm going to go back, drag this into Affinity, and let's see what it's like. Now, because it's watercolor, it doesn't have to be like perfect. You may want to upscale it, but in this one I'm not going to upscale it, just to show you how it works. Alright, so now that we have our watercolor and we have our mask, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So when we pull in our ChatGPT thing, let's do that here. Great. I'm going to make sure that it's the right size. You can see it's kind of small because I didn't upscale it. When you upscale it, it will be the right size. So I'm just going to click on here with my dark arrow tool. What is it called? Move tool. Whoops. This one right here, not this. I'm going to get rid of that. I thought I needed a brush. And I'm going to do it about the size of it. If it's, you want it to go over so that you can't see it, right? So if it's like this, then it's not going to show. So make sure your picture is bigger than the mask itself. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to drag it into it. I wonder if this is going to work. There it is. So you just drag into it. They'll do it again here. This right here, look at the layers. And I'm going to just drag it into the mask thing right there. And boom, it masks it out. Super simple. Look at that. It looks amazing. Now when I do change the color of the background, let's say the color is black or the color is blue, it just does it. It knocked it out, right? So you can use this on any of them. And luckily the sun is in one of the panels because it could have been in the middle and then it wouldn't have worked. You wouldn't have seen the sun, and maybe that would have been okay. Okay, so the last thing we need to do, I think the color of it was lighter. So let's just make this a light color. It can be whatever color you want because it's going to be the color of the shirt. So let's make sure, or let's pretend that the color of the shirt's kind of more like this. And then we're going to type in the word. So I remember I said we're going to use Palatino. So let's just do Palatino. I'm going to find it here. You can type in here like this. You may not have Palatino. Whoops. Palatino. There we go. Boom. And I'm going to drag this bigger. And, oh, it didn't do it. Let's do it again. Palatino. Boom. Okay, and then I want the bold one. Boom, and it's going to be all caps. I still got to think of a phrase. Okay, and then the other one, I'm going to do text again. Click on here, artist text tool, click, and then click here to another one. And this one's going to be the scripture. So I'm just going to do mark like that. And then fair, prosper, click on here. Whoops. I double clicked on it. Don't double click on it. Double click again there. I like it here. If you double click on it, it'll move it here. Just single click and then do fair if you have it. Fair Prosper. Good. I believe it is Mark 4:41. And I think the phrase that I want to put in here is, even the waves, even the wind and waves obey him. I've seen that before. The wind and waves obey him. Let's see. I'm going to pull that up here. Look at that. Perfect. And then this was smaller on the other one. So it kind of looks like it. It's not exact, but I think this will also be great on a black t-shirt. Let's try that and then change these to click on both of these and make it white. Wow, isn't that cool? So there you go. Once you make this 4 panels the way that you want, you can drag any design that you make in here and use this for whatever season you want. So we've had Easter, we can do it for summer, we can do it for fall, we can do it for holidays. Whatever niche you're in, you could probably do one for cruises. Would be fun in here, put a cruise ship in here. And you don't have to do one for each one. So, I mean, you don't have to do a design that goes across all panels. I've also seen one where you put pictures in each one. In that case, you would just separate each one out and drag a picture into the left one, and then the middle one, and then the other middle one, and then the right one. But this came out really cool. I love this design, and we only used AI for the watercolor. You don't have to use AI at all. If you have a design that you've made or took a picture of or created or found it with Creative Fabrica or Canva or whatever, you can also drag that in here. You don't have to use AI. So I wanted to show you that you can do it for free. Find fonts that are free. I believe this one is here. Affinity by Canva is free, and we're using the Pixel version right here. And this is like the old school version of it. This is like before AI. You can still make this. I think this will kind of teach you how to use Affinity by Canva, and also teach you how to do some of these brush strokes and masking and text and all this stuff that might get lost nowadays when people just throw it up there with AI. And the nice thing about not using AI is that you have more control of the words and the fonts and the placement and all this good stuff. So I think it's a real good skill to have. So there you go. That's my tutorial for the 4 panel designs. Use it for any niche that you have. Try it out. Have fun with the masking and the layers. Now, if you want to see how to use Affinity by Canva for other designs, I'll put my latest one right here, and you can see how to make other things with this free app, Affinity by Canva. It's so fun. Thanks again for watching, and as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.